Today we're talking about drilling deep straight holes. A little bit of inaccuracy here can throw off your entire piece.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I've been woodworking for over 20 years, and I'm also a mechanical engineer. These are a series of short videos focusing on one subject and showing techniques that I've refined over many years. I'd love to also hear your techniques and your methods, so please share them in the comments below.
I'm in the process of replacing this bench, and I'm building a split top Roubo bench, and I've got the plans from Benchcrafted, and in those plans there's multiple holes that need to be drilled more than 5 inches. There's even one hole in the chop that's 9 inches deep, and that needs to be pretty near perfect for all the hardware to work accurately. So I'm going to show you how I do that. No fancy jigs, no fancy machines, just good technique and accuracy. So here's what I use. I use brad point bits, and I have the worst hobby drill press ever made, but I can still drill pretty accurate holes. If you don't have a drill press, you can also use a drill stand. This one that I got from Milescraft is pretty good, and it didn't cost too much money. If you're going to use a drill press, get out a square and just make sure that that bit is perfectly square to the base. Before I started cutting on my nice pieces of wood, I pulled some offcuts out and I ran a little test. What I did here is I marked where I'm going to drill the hole, and then I carried those lines around to the back side. You should go ahead and carry those lines all the way around the block. If they meet, then you've done a good job milling. If you haven't done a good job milling and the block is not perfectly square, those lines won't meet. Now you can mark where your hole's going to go in and where it's going to come out. I used this same process on one of my Roubo split top legs just to make sure everything came out good, and I was very, very close, which is good enough for this hole. After I figured out where the holes are going to be, I'm using here a nail set that I've converted to be an awl, and I just use that to make sure that I've got a nice deep little pocket there for the brad point to fit down in. And now I start drilling some holes. I line up that brad point in the pocket that I just put in, and I start drilling down, and I back off every ½ inch or so just to make sure that I'm clearing out the chips. If that drill bit starts to squeal, I will go and get some wax and put that on the bit. That helps a lot to cut down on the squealing. Now I flip the piece over and I start drilling from the other side using the mark that I laid out before in the previous steps. To check and see if those holes really do meet in the middle, I use the pin that came with my Crisscross Solo, and I start banging it through, and it looks pretty good. The other method is to use your first hole and not drill through from the other side, but use a long bit. Here I'm trying out a beam drill bit, which I would not recommend. This little thing has a screw on the leading point instead of a brad point, and as you can see in just a second, it does not come through in the right spot. And here's a few tips. Check the recommended speeds for the type of bit and wood that you're using. Go slow and back the bit out every ½ inch or so to clear the chips. Test with some scrap wood before you cut into your nice wood. Drilling straight deep holes is all about setup. With a good mark, a sharp bit, and square reference, you can drill perfectly accurate holes even with a hand drill and a hobby drill press. If you found this helpful, check out my last video on shooting boards. It's another great tool for perfecting precision in your work. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite way to keep drill bits running straight? If you enjoy Precision Woodworking, Kumiko, and Joinery, be sure to subscribe and follow along for the next tip.